done by people that came from the East that were 7 feet tall, blue-eyed, full-bearded, white-skinned, and you get the same story in East Iran and the same story on the pyramids being built in China. So, were they angels? Well, Jesus said there was angels, so why not? So that's not the point. The point is the date is the end date of a mathematical formula that has the accuracy of the moon to within 33 seconds in 500 million years, which NASA couldn't work out. They had that back in the 1500s when they did the Mayan calendar.
One of the dates that you chose, that you have declared publicly recently, is today, the 23rd of June.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned in one of your news releases that we may see 5 cities around the world where an atomic device may be detonated today as a part of their worship celebration.
That's right. Now, the idea being, now we're not going to say it does happen, this is what the rumors is going around, but the mathematics of it suggests there was 5 nuclear devices, small suitcases that disappeared out of Russia a long time ago. And of course this has got to be accounted for, never was. And what they're saying is that they're in the air conditioning ducts on top of buildings in Toronto, New York, London, Mexico, and one in Israel. And of course you go to biblical prophecy, if you like, Israel being the beast that is wounded to death but did live.
We will pick
that
up
would certainly bring. Why are the ships in the Persian Gulf right now? You've got 12 major ships on the north coast.
We'll be back after this.
You're listening to the Republic Broadcasting Network, because you can handle the truth.
Hey, honey, I'm home. I grabbed a newspaper on the way home. Look at all the news today.
Don't you know that all you're going to get in the newspaper is propaganda, twisted news, and false information?
Honey, this is a national newspaper. It has to be true.
Ha! For some reason, the majority of the population believe anything the mainstream media tells them. The newspaper doesn't give out the important attention of what's happening to this country and news that affects our daily lives. Say, does that newspaper mention anything about the North American Union?
No, not that I can see.
I didn't think so. You need to go to www.newswithviews.com, where truth is more important than political correctness. That's www.newswithviews.com. Hey, don't throw that away. We can use that in the birdcage.
Okay, move over. Let me start reading newswithviews.com.
The truth? Read all about it at newswithviews.com. Newswithviews.com, where reality shatters illusion.
It is 33 minutes after the hour. This is the Morning Liberty program. Thanks for tuning in. I'm RJ. My guest this morning is Brian Marshall. I have been asking questions of political people for years, since 84, 85. And sometimes, you have to pull teeth in order to get some truth from some people. Other people, you've got to stand there with your hands in front of you and say, oh, slow down, slow down. And yet this morning has just run away with us. And I appreciate bringing people to these microphones. I've been doing this for about 19 years or so, that we get to learn, right? We get to ask the questions. After all, this is our country. This is now our time on the planet. The baton is now in our hands. The responsibility rests upon our shoulders for our liberty. And will our children be able to be free? And will this earth survive the assaults upon it now? What's happening in the Gulf, we have a little idea, but most of what's happening there, they are keeping from us. They are not just attacking, it's an assault upon America, it's an assault upon the earth, and I don't know if the earth can survive. It will take, I think, the intervention of God, in fact, to help us survive this. And right now, the people who are on the scene, I don't know if they're capable of solving the problems in the Gulf right now. And if they are capable, it seems like, are they willing? Is that what they want to do? Do they want to solve what is going on there? Or do they want to just continue to allow it to kill dolphins and sharks and oysters and shrimp? They want it to kill the shipping industry in that area. They want to kill the oil industry in that area. and the seafood industry and the tourist industry. They want to wipe out the people in the Bible Belt. This is a war that is now being waged upon Americans. Many of us have no idea that that is what's going on. Well, wars are being ratcheted up. They have been, shaking their sabers for some time. Brian, before we went into a break, you just started to mention this conflict now that they would love to see explode with Iran and Israel. Before we go there, mention for me one more time those 5 cities that you mentioned. And today is a target day. Today is a satanic worship day for them, and that they made
the date.
What are the 5 cities?
From the mathematics, you've got 912 days to go until the 21st of December, 2012. That's a crossing of the Milky Way galaxy equatorial line. This is what the Satanists are dreadfully frightened of. Now, 912 is the average age of the patriarchs, and 912 is also the age of Seth. And it's a battle between Seth and Cain, the descendants of Adam. This is what they are battling on. It's not what we're thinking about, it's what they're thinking about.
I've been
now, they want to make it appear that Iran has caused whatever's going to occur and has occurred. They will probably find some way of blaming Iran for this spill down in the Gulf. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do something major on the 23rd. Now, the reason for this is not only the 912 days, but in the star configuration above the North Pole at the moment, you've got Jupiter and Uranus directly opposite Saturn, and Babylonian numbers is Saturn is Satan, okay? Jupiter is Jesus. Then you've got to the one side, you've got Mercury, which is the messenger, and the other side you've got Pluto. When you put all those star configurations together, it gives you a perfect alignment, which will never again occur. It's only happened in the last 6,600 years. It's only once. It's right now it's occurring. So on the 26th is the date.
Tell us the name of the 5 cities again, and then we'll take another caller. Go ahead.
Okay, you got Mexico,
Mexico City. Isn't that right? Mexico
City, Toronto, okay. London, and New York, and Israel. Yeah.
And then the intention, if something like this in fact does occur, is to blame Iran for it.
Oh, absolutely. Now, it may happen that they'll miraculously go in there and discover it, because I've been telling the world that this could be a possibility. They just might go in there and discover it and say, ha, it was the Iranians thing. Now we can go to war. We knew they'd done it. We've got photographs of them. They'll have something like the Twin Towers that was brought down by the US anyhow. And they found a passport of the pilot on the bloody sidewalk 3 blocks away from the Twin Towers. By the way, 3 towers went down, not 2 towers in the 9/11.
Barry Chamish, I have scheduled his interview a couple weeks out in order to have you join us this morning. And now the 23rd of June is so critical, and what you had to share, that imagine if, right, what if, as a function of their satanic worship, that we could see an assault upon New York, Mexico City, London, Israel, and Toronto. Yeah, almost nothing would surprise me anymore. But one of the things that we do see happening is this fight, this battle between the light and the darkness. Battle between those who love Earth and love our country and love our liberties, and those who want to kill and destroy and continue their lying. Let's go to the phones. We'll talk with Mark and then Kevin. Mark out of Georgia, you're on. Go ahead.
How are you, sir? Well,
good morning.
I have heard that they are trying to obstruct the Liz pendants for $10 quadrillion regarding paying for the damages. I mean, British Petroleum plunked down $20 billion. I'm like, excuse me, you're kidding, right? This is hardly a gratuity compared to with the damage being done here. So now
you're Mark, you were alluding to a lawsuit that was just recently filed. Brian, I don't know if you are aware of this.
Yeah, I heard that today.
That was filed against the Queen for how much, Mark?